Hey guys, welcome back. And in this video, Mastering Video Marketing, a Realtor's Guide, I'm going to be digging into three things specifically with you. First, we're going to take a look at the numbers. What is the latest stats and data out there regarding video? Secondly, what is the framework that we're going to put in place to ensure that you have successful videos that get engagement and really get your content and your skills and your knowledge out there? And last is, what are the 5 tips to recording video like a pro that's going to help you get started and give you the encouragement that you're going to need to press record? So let's dive into all that in this video. All right, I'm going to go over some slides with you that are going to really help you see how big this video opportunity is. And the first one I want to show you is this. When we look at video marketing from the consumer side, people that are watching your video, it's said that 95% of people retain a message when they watch it in video compared to 10% when they read it in text. And that 86% of people would like to see more video from their brands. And that people watch on average 16 hours of online video per week. And that's a 52% increase over what it was just 2 years ago. And 68% of consumers prefer watching videos to learn about a product or service as compared to articles, PDFs, infographics, ebooks, or presentations. So guys, how critical is it that we as real estate agents get our content out there, get our brands out there, and our specific skill and knowledge on how we can serve our clients through video? Now, from the business side, 87% of marketers report that video gives them a higher ROI. 51% of marketing professionals worldwide claim video content is their highest and best ROI. And 84% of marketers say that video is helping them generate leads. Marketers who use video grew revenue 49% faster than non-video users, and marketers who incorporate video into their campaigns experience 34% higher conversion rates. So we can tell based on this data that it's important both for the consumer and for the business owner that we're utilizing video in ways that are going to help grow our business and get our message across. Now, YouTube also has some interesting statistics. YouTube is the world's second most visited website. Google is number 1, and by the way, they own each other. The preferred digital video platform for 90% of the people in the US is YouTube. More than 2 billion logged in monthly users, over 1 billion hours of video are consumed daily. 74% of adults in the US use YouTube, and 70% of viewing occurs on a mobile device. And 90% of people discover new brands or services on YouTube. Facebook stats are also very compelling. Viewership has increased by 50% since 2020. Users spend an average of 26 minutes a day watching videos. 84% of marketers use Facebook as one of their main video channels. Native videos on Facebook have a 10x higher reach. So you got to be creating video specific and content specific for Facebook. Facebook video ad conversion rates are highest for 16 to 20 second videos, and 85% of Facebook videos are watched without sound. So are we using something to have captions on there and so they can read them that way? Also very critical. Instagram video marketing statistics, over 1 billion monthly users. The 6th most visited website in the world. 58% of marketers use video marketing on Instagram. 70% of users watch video content in the form of stories daily, and 25% of consumers made a purchase after seeing a video on a story. Have you ever bought something off of a video you've seen on a story? I know I have. It's crazy how effective these new mediums are, and we need to stay relevant and also aware that, hey, this is the future. Some additional statistics that I'd love to share with you are 59% agree that if both text and video are available on the same topic, they would choose video. Videos up to 2 minutes get the most engagement. An initial email with video increases click-through engagement by 96%. And using the word video in subject line increases open rates by 19%. 54% of email users prefer emails with videos. So all this is very compelling and certainly very eye-opening. If you're seeing some of this data for the first time, it's like you're like, wow, it's even bigger than I thought it was. And I know as I was preparing this presentation and really what I wanted to communicate in this video about how powerful video is, it was even shocking to me on how fast it's growing. So it's growing and it's becoming exponential to growth. So once we realize that we're sold on video, what do we do next? And I think this is where a lot of my real estate friends get stuck. They're like, hey, I know video's big. I'm just not good on camera. I don't know what to say. I feel awkward, or I just don't have a plan to execute video at a high level. And I'm here to give you that plan and also encourage you to stick around, because I'm going to give you 5 tips that are going to make it very easy for you to look very professional when you start doing this. So before I give you the success plan, let me just suppose for a second that you're probably doing it something like this. You're thinking about a topic, you're guessing about what that topic might be, then you're planning what your content is, you're hitting record, you're messing up, you're starting over again, and then you upload your video. And then after all that's said and done, you're thinking of what's the catchy title going to be for my video. Is that how you do it? Because I think that a lot of people do it that way. And that's a very hard way to do it. That's not going to get you great results. So flip that and let's look at a different way. But first, let's understand that the people watching our videos, they are probably very distracted. Like this day and age, people are distracted. They're also probably, deaf, because there's a lot of noise coming in all around them. And they're also probably very busy. They might be doing this like standing in a checkout line, waiting in a stoplight. They're just kind of like taking in content as it comes at them all day long. So if we understand that the people who we're shooting video for they're distracted, they're deaf, and they're busy, we've really got to get through our messaging to them, and we got to do it in a compelling way. And that's why I have a system that I want to share with you here today. And that system is called Hilda. And I learned about this system first a number of years ago from a friend and mentor, Ken, and his name is Okasaki. And Ken had developed this method called the Hilda method. Look him up, he's amazing. Take any of his courses, they're really good. And this Hilda is an acronym that stands for hook, introduce, lead, deliver, and ask. And it's this framework that's really going to help you start to organize and orient your video content in a way that's going to really speak to your audience. So the first thing we want to do is we want to hook them in. And you have to get their attention to get them to watch your video. This could look like an unexpected statement. It could look like a question. It could look like a startling fact. It might even be something that you tease them into later on. But remember, when it comes to the hook, you want to get in, get them hooked, and get out. You don't want to spend a lot of time on the hook part. The second part is you want to introduce yourself. And a lot of people spend way too much time on the introduction. It should be like, hey, real quick, like, who are you and why should I listen to you? So, maybe it's like, hey, my name is John and I've been a real estate agent for 20 years and I've helped people grow and scale their businesses. So something really short and quick that tells them like who you are, how you can help them, why they should listen. This should be short, snappy, and simple. You don't want to drag on here. The next thing you want to do is you want to lead anticipation. And this is about telling them what you will be delivering to them. Something exciting, something fun, something useful, something they can benefit from. And so why are they going to stick around to see your video? So this is a place where you could like poke some fear. Hey, I know you probably really struggle with this or you've been struggling this, but I'm going to help you overcome that. It's something where you can build importance, like, hey, this is the most important thing in our industry right now. Or it's something where you can create curiosity. I'm going to show you the very best way to do X, Y, or Z. And it's just you and me. So you want to like create this sort of feeling that you're on their side. It's you and me, and the only thing in between us is this camera, and I'm going to help you. Like, I'm here to help you. So you remember, for this section, you want to create curiosity, you want to have great context, and you want to show real concern for them to help them with whatever problem it is you're trying to solve. And then you want to deliver value. Give them the value promised in the previous step. This could be a PDF you promised, a checklist, how-to, or it could be 3 steps or 5 tips. You get the idea. Just make sure to explain it easily and quickly. This could be cause and effect, common misconceptions. You could transfer guilt. Hey, this isn't your fault. Everybody struggles with this, but I'm going to help you with it. And then, or it could be something as simple as, hey, stop doing what you're doing and start doing this, and you're going to get better results. So just remember, you're here to educate, edify, and entertain. Asking for the right thing really is a science. It's a formula. And the formula is who is doing the asking, what is the context, and what is the action? And I created a slide here just to kind of help you see, how this comes together. And an example might be like, hey, it's you. So, hey, my name is Mikesh, and what I have for you is something that's going to help you solve this problem. And in order to get it, you have to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to explain exactly how. So it's like me doing the who, it's sharing the context of what you have for them and then telling them how they can get it. And you can use this formula and this slide as a way to help you start to organize your own videos in the future. So just remember, who is doing it, why is it important, and what do they have to do to get it? And it's important to build your Hilda video in the right sequence. Now, most people, they understand, okay, the acronym is hook, introduce, lead, and then deliver and ask, and they start to organize it in that order. That would be the wrong way to do it. The way you want to do it is you actually want to start with, what is it that you're going to deliver? What do you have to offer somebody? And then once you understand what it is you're going to deliver, then you can move on to why it's important. Like, why should somebody want this thing that you have? Once you understand why it's important, then you're going to ask your question. So you're going to build out your hook third, not first, not last, but third. Because what's going to happen next is you'll do your introduction and how it all relates to this video. And then you're going to have the ask, which is comment if, or whatever you're going to do to ask them in order to get the thing that you're delivering. And it might just be a simple ask like, hey, stick around for this video, and at the end, please subscribe, because I'm going to be delivering more great content like this every single week to help move your business forward. So something very simple or something more elaborate like, you have to go to this domain if you want to get this thing that I just promised. So these are just ways to do it, but it's important that you build out your video content in this order. It will make a world of difference and it'll be way easier for you. Now, I promise you 5 tips to shooting video like a pro. And those 5 tips are this. Number 1, movement. You've got to have movement in your video. So, when you're going around with your phone, keep a firm grip on that, because if it's all shaky and it looks janky, people probably aren't going to stick around. But you want to have some movement. You want to have something that's going to pull them in and capture eyes. So you'll see a lot of times when I'm with my video, I got my hands going, you could tell I'm excited, because I am excited. I have some information I want to share with you, and I want to make sure that you get it and receive it. And then keep talking, cut out the pauses. So my editors do a great job. If there's a gap in the video, they just slice that out, because your time is precious and we don't want to waste your time while there's 1 and 2 second pauses in here in my video. Very easy to do yourself if you want to edit it, but I would suggest you make sure you get some of that. Call that jump cuts. The second thing is sound. You want to make it sharp. An investment into high quality sound, a good microphone, is an investment worth making. So think about that when you're creating video. You want to capture the sound, you want to really make it sound good, and you want to call it out. So, good microphones such as AirPods, plug-in mics, these are all help, but you want to make sure that you're getting good sound for them. And then light, super critical. You need to have your light on point. If your video looks all dark and dreary, nobody's going to watch it. They're not going to be in a good mood. Think about when you go outside and it's a dark and dreary day. It doesn't really, foster this sense of excitement or energy about you. You want your videos to look tight. You want them to be crispy. You want the light to be good. So be careful of ambient light coming in from windows. If your window is in front of you, it's going to make you very bright. If you have a window behind you, it's going to make you very dark. So be aware of that when you're shooting video, especially if you're shooting some raw stuff off the cuff. Be aware of where is that natural light coming around you. Avoid direct sunlight. It's very difficult to get a good shot in direct sunlight. And then maybe use a light ring, use a camera. I use all these kinds of different lights here. Here's one right here. It's a light ring. It brings in light on my face into a dark area, helps get some of this light up under my brim of my hat. I also have lights around me in front. These are all going to help bring that light into those dark areas. You almost can't have too much light. So think about that. And then angle. What is the best angle for you? When you think about the head angle, where is that in context to the frame? Eye level. That eye level means that we're on the same level. I have this camera set up at my eye level. So when I look into the camera, we're at the same level. And then, you know, if I set that angle low and you were looking up to me, that would be like if I'm trying to convey dominance or superiority, which obviously I'm not. Like, I'm here with you guys. I've learned this stuff. I want to share it with you. I want to benefit you. But these different camera angles have a different effect on what it is that we're trying to communicate or present. And then lens. You want to look directly into your lens. Now, I know that can be weird at first, and it can seem a little off and a little bit intimidating, but I promise the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And you can use your finger and really do a spot test by like pointing it up to the lens of your camera. I do this on my iPhone because a lot of times I'll look directly at the middle of my iPhone because I'm used to looking at the middle of a camera, and that doesn't really come out and translate well. Where the camera is, you know, all the way up in the top in the screen. So you point to it and then you can pull your finger away and you know that you're getting it right on the camera lens. Or use a sticky note with an arrow to remind you to look to a certain area of your phone. This will really help you. Now remember, in the words of Zig Ziglar, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So with that, guys, I just want to encourage you, get out there, create your first video, use this framework. Let me know if it helped you. Let me know if you have any other challenges or questions about this, but just press record, because until you press record, no video is going out there to these consumers that desperately want it, and your business desperately needs it. Thanks so much for watching, guys.